came before her. Mayor Lovely Warren, the first woman to serve as mayor of Rochester, New York, placed this sign in her city at the grave of Susan B. Anthony. She was, of course, a crusader for women's rights and, above all, the right to vote. And so let me just read the sign for you. It reads, "Dear Susan B., we thought you might like to know that for the first time in history, a woman is running for president representing a major party. 144 years ago, your illegal vote got you arrested. It took another 48 years for women to finally gain the right to vote. Thank you for paving the way." Mayor Warren joins me. Also with us, Doug Elmet. He too is focusing on the significance of this moment. He is actually a Republican, served in the Reagan administration, and he is speaking tonight at the DNC. So tonight is special for two very different reasons. So nice to meet both of you.
Great to be here.
Ladies first, let me just ask you, what propelled you to put the sign next to her grave, and what kind of, what have people written on it?
Well, we just put it up on Tuesday after, on the day that we cast our vote. I cast my vote
as a delegate.
For me, it was really about the fact that I have a daughter, a 6-year-old daughter, and my grandmother instilled in me that we always had to pay it forward, that we always never had to forget where we came from. And Susan B. Anthony paved the way for me to be the first female mayor of the city of Rochester. And I wanted her to know that she also paved the way for Hillary Clinton to now be the designated candidate for the Democrats. And also, it is my sincere hope that she will be the next president of the United States and the first female. And I think that that's so very, very important for all of us.
Your 6-year-old daughter?
Yes.
Does she understand what's happening? Does she understand why Mom has to be in Philadelphia?
Yes, she does. And I take her with me to different events in our community because I want to understand what public service is really all about. That the sacrifices that people have made that came before us, people like Susan B. Anthony, people like Shirley Chisholm, people like my grandmother, who took us back to South Carolina, my family and my cousins and I, to let us know that we can never forget where we came from, the fact that they were sharecroppers, and the fact that allowed me to be an attorney, the first attorney in my family, and the first politician in my family as well. And, coming up next week, my little cousin will be the first doctor getting his white coat.
My goodness.
So to come from
your family
sharecroppers to that.
How about that? How about that? And to you, sir, you are an R in a sea of Ds. You're like a unicorn around these parts. You first voted for Ronald Reagan. This is the first time in 40 years you are voting for a Democrat. Why?
Well, I mean, when one looks at the options, the option is clear. Hillary Clinton is more prepared to be president than probably anybody in a generation. And compared to Ronald Reagan, who frankly I believe is a petulant, unbalanced reality TV star.
Donald Trump.
There's no question about it.
Before tonight, and you'll be speaking to everyone, I mean, were you walking around your Republican friends saying, "I'm voting for Hillary"?
Well, I mean, that's the reality. The reality is that there are many Republican friends I have who believe that it is party over country, that they're willing to really, go to the grave with that orthodoxy. I just don't buy into that. I think that at this point in history, we have two options, and Hillary Clinton is the best of the two.
We're just watching on the other side of the screen, Carole King. She's rehearsing, she's performing as well. Is it just because it's Trump? I mean, because a lot of people, I'm wondering, are just going to sit this one out. Republicans who just can't check that box for him, but can't check the box for Hillary Clinton either.
Well, I candidly think that Hillary Clinton is well qualified to be the ambassador to the world for the United States, and really to our children as well. And my hope is that I will be able to convince other Republicans that it's okay, even if they aren't willing to get out in front like I am, that it's okay to support Hillary Clinton, because in reality, her positions are much closer to many of the Republican Party positions than Donald Trump's are. Frankly, the Republican Party has been hijacked by Donald Trump. It's become really the party of Trump. And when one looks at the platform from the Republican Party last week, you've got to be astonished by the anti-gay, anti-immigrant, anti-women positions. Those aren't positions that the American people hold.
Doug and Lovely, thank you so much. We'll look for you on the big stage tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Coming up next here, legendary Grammy-winning